Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing hashtag Deck the Year 2025, hosted by Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations. And let's see if I have her little card here. Yep. Deck the Year 2025 is the hashtag at Penny's Crafty Creations. So, in the whole month of 2025, we have been altering index cards, time cards, or playing cards. And today I'm doing a time card. And I got these from Celeste at Will and Inspired from her Etsy shop, which is currently closed down. They go to warmer climates during the winter, so she doesn't have her shop active when she's not in town. So you'll have to wait till the spring. Let's see. I kind of have, it's been a busy week. I haven't been in my art room since Monday, and today is Thursday. So that's a while. I had a doctor appointment with my oncologist, and I got really, good news is that I get to go off of the medication that I've been on that's hasn't been kind to me, so I'm very excited about that. And I did find out a couple of new things about it, the medicine. I knew that it was a new medicine. I had been told that it's been in use for 7 years. And what I found out when I was seeing him on this week was that for the type of cancer I had, it's only been used for 2 years. So it's really kind of still in the experimental stage a little bit with people like me. And normally it's used for cancers that have kind of I don't want to say, I don't know how to say it. So for cancers that have metastasized a lot, so it's it's usually used for people that maybe they had breast cancer, but then it spread to their liver or their kidney, or ovaries, whatever. So using it as a preventative towards the end of treatment for inflammatory breast cancer is really, really new. And so that's why we experimented a lot with dosing for me, and it took a while to find the sweet spot, and just kind of all of that kind of stuff. And let's see, I did want to say, you saw me put this down with glue stick. Normally I would probably use Fabri-Tac, but I'm going to be gluing a bunch of stuff down on top of it, so I'm not worried about it not staying on. So anyway, he said they're not even sure if 2 years is the correct amount of time. So he said anything over a year is like a huge bonus. So I was on it for 17 months. So before, and the whole reason I went off of it is because I got extremely painful, stomach pains. And I've been having stomach pain, for 2 years now. So in October of 23, I started chemo, and chemo totally messed my digestion, like totally. And I, had pretty bad stomach pain for, all through all of that. And then I had surgery, and so, that comes with its own digestive issues. And and then I had break for a couple of months where I was doing okay, but then I had to start radiation, and then that messes with just everything, and then a week or so after I stopped radiation, I started the medication, and from then it's just been yeah, it's been trying to regulate and just function with not, I mean, I basically had to stay home most of the time because I needed to be close to the bathroom. So yeah, it's just been pretty miserable. And then towards the end of October, beginning of November, it just kind of hit ahead, and I ended up going to the ER, and yeah, it's just not pleasant. And so they couldn't find anything wrong. So everything, they were thinking diverticulitis and other stuff, and it wasn't any of those things. And so they told me to stop taking my medication and see if that helped. And within a week, all of my stomach pain was gone. And I've slowly been getting, my stamina back, because there's just been all kinds of things associated with this medicine that are not pleasant. And so I was very relieved when my oncologist said, yeah, you're done. You don't need to take it anymore. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now, as of this recording, I do not have the blood work back that tests for cancer. I found out also that is a very new process that they do. It's only been a couple years since this blood test has been available, and it's fairly expensive. But I'm finding out that lots of times with these medicines that are I don't want to say still experimental, because they've been approved by the FDA, but they just don't know. There's not enough, information. But this test that they do, they call it I think they call it a ctDNA. So basically it checks for cancer cells, and it can find cancer in the microscopic stages. So, before they can see it on scans or see it, like in your blood work or anything, this test can find it. So I will continue to go in and get this test done every 3 months, so once a quarter. And I'll do that through next year, and then I'll start every 6 months, probably for a year or two. And then I think once I'm at the 5-year mark of being cancer-free, then I will not have to do that test anymore. So yeah, so that's where I am. And it's all really, really, really good news. And so, yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. And then and then also this week, I have been Christmas shopping out. So I've been able to, yeah, like just every day my stamina gets better and better since I've been off that medication. My husband even commented on it. He goes, I can't believe how great you're doing. I can't, because he went with me to the doctor, and he went with me Christmas shopping, and he couldn't believe it. So that made me feel good. That I know I notice, but when other people notice, it's pretty cool. So yeah, and so then I also spent a good portion of another day wrapping presents we have a really kind of big tradition in our family of the stocking being a really main part of our Christmas, and so I wrap everything that goes into the stocking, and so it takes a long time. I have 4 stockings that I manage, and yeah, it can get to be a lot. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to this week. So I decided to do something Christmassy. I have these die cuts. I think I got them in a de-stash from Tina at the Crafty Bean, but I can't remember. But I thought I have a bunch of them, probably 30 or 40 of them. So I am decided to use some for this week's Deck the Year. They're a good size for these time cards, so I really think that's a good thing. Okay, so I have some loose areas here that I'm just gonna glue down. So I hope you guys are all having good Decembers. It's my birthday month, so I'm excited. My daughter and I are supposed to go out today at some point, but I don't know if we still are. And tomorrow I'm getting my hair cut, so I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't had my hair cut in a year. The medication I was on causes made my hair thin, and it was already not great because, you know, obviously of chemo. I lost all of my hair when I was on chemo. So it's been tough. Been tough getting my hair back, so we'll see. I have a whole bunch of new hair growing, which is, you know, exciting for me. But it looks terrible because I mostly wear my hair pulled back, just because of how fine it is and kind of fly away. But when I pull it back, all these little hairs stick up. It looks awful. It looks like I've been, like, stuck my, you know, finger in a light socket. My hair's standing up. So I called my stylist and I said, help. And he said, come on in. So, okay, so there's this. And then I thought I would do, so this was on the end of one of the papers, Cartabella paper. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but I'm going to prep it kind of like I will. And then I have some stickers here. So I was thinking of using actually all 3 of these. But they're not going to show up very well on the white, are they? Yeah, that's not going to work. I also have this one that has these colored. Do green. Let's see. Jingle bells. Okay, come on. Christmas. Yeah, maybe something red here. Maybe deck the halls. That's kind of fun. Or we could do these. I like these. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. It's pretty sticky, but I'm going to glue it down anyway. Deck the halls. So I don't know if I completed my whole thought on the cancer DNA test. The results had not come back at the time of my appointment. I just got an email from the lab last night that they had sent the results to my doctor, so I should be hearing something today or tomorrow. I'm assuming if it's urgent, if cancer was detected, they would call me instantly. And if I don't hear from them today or tomorrow, I know that it's not, you know, anything to be worried about. So, okay, so then we have Jingle Bells up there. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, so here is my contribution to Deck the Year 2025. I just noticed this is really crooked. Yeah, please go check out Penny's channel and check out the hashtag, see what everybody else is making. And remember to be good to yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.